In the name of the one who is the peace and gives peace. Dear viewers, welcome to our program 50 Ways to Happiness. This is Ways 26. If you have problem and you're sad and unhappy, use the power of imagination to bring about happiness, ease, and comfort in your life. Our mind is created such that you can imagine things. Things that do not exist, you can imagine. So, with the power of imagination, we can come up with solution to our problem. So how we can do this? So now imagine you have problem and you see the end of your problem. So for example, someone is worried losing job, or someone is facing some marriage problem. So now imagine yourself as though you lost your job, or imagine yourself that you got divorced. So you see yourself at the end of the problem. So once you do that, then mentally tell yourself to deal with the issue. So you go basically in future and you see the end mentally, and then you come up with a problem, with a solution. So if you do that, then your problem doesn't seem so big. So you will prepare yourself mentally that if that happens, this is the alternative. So the reason you do this, use your imagination to come up with a plan, to come up with alternative. If you lose your job, what would be your alternative? You see yourself in your employer office that he gave you layoff paper notice. So what would you do if you get that paper? You didn't get your layoff paper or notice yet, but you imagine that. So the moment you use the power of imagination, then your brain is such that it will come up with a solution. So the moment you come up with solution or alternative plan, then it would give you peace. It will solve a lot of anxiety or sadness. It would help you to get out of that situation and think clearly. So now I give you example. For example, to make this point clear, UFC fighters, they fight in a cage. So now imagine yourself to be a UFC fighter. So before you go into the ring or into the cage, you imagine yourself in the cage with your opponent. While you're standing, now you use your hand, you throw punch, you kick, you use your elbow, you use your knee. So you're not doing that in real, but this is your image in your mind. So the alternative would be, what if you cannot do those skills that you have? When you're on the ground, what you have to do on the ground? Grabbing the knee, grabbing the hand, grabbing the neck. So the moment you do that, you're prepared ahead of the time. So once you go to the ring and into the cage, then you know how to come up with the alternative, because you already imagine that situation in your mind. So this is one example. I just gave example to make things clear for you. So any problem you have, see the end of the problem, and then come up with a solution, come up with alternative. So if you practice this continuously, then you would notice that you become powerful. Because there's so many people, they're worried about future and they don't have any alternative, they don't have any plan. If I lose my house, what should I do? If I cannot pay my mortgage, what should I do? If I go, from this place to another place, what should I do? So these worries, daily, it become daily habits. It take away your happiness, and it puts you in a situation that you feel you feel hopeless. So with the power of imagination, we can help ourselves, and we can mentally prepare ourselves for the worst. If the situation gets worse, you are already prepared for that. And also, it's very important to know our limitation. I know there are so many motivational speakers. They go too extreme in some of the area. For example, they say that your power is limitless, and you can make anything. If there's nothing basically impossible, and you can create anything. These are the attributes of Creator, God. So sometimes they exaggerate, and if you believe in some of those exaggeration terms and concepts that they throw on your face, and you implement that in your life, you're gonna get a negative result, and you would be disappointed. Understanding our limitation, and understanding our strength, and also understanding our weakness, would put us in a position that if we do all those things that's available for us in order to solve our problem, if we cannot do it, then we are not going to be disappointed, because we know that we did what we could do. But if you believe on those exaggeration, terms, concepts, then you would feel that you're weak. So many other people can do it, you can't do it. So we have to understand, and we have to use our personal experience. We personally experience different things in our life. Our ability is limited, and some people have more strength, some people have less strength. Some people are strong in one area, weak in another area. Instead of being disappointed, so what we can do, we have to find our weaknesses, which area we are weak, and what can help us to build, to focus on those areas, and to build ourselves in those areas to deal with problems in a manner that's going to bring benefit. So understanding your weakness, understanding your strength, and seeking solution for it mentally, and also physically. You can read books, you can talk with people who had the same problem and how they get out of that problem. So these are practical solution, not just theories. These are practical solution. You can use, and then you would get out of your problem. It's you have to be very positive when you're dealing with problems. And also we have to understand this point, that our Creator is able to do all things. He doesn't have any limits. The moment you believe in such Creator, then that belief itself is going to give you a lot of hope. Because the moment you see your problem, your Creator is bigger than that problem. Your issue is insignificant if you believe in the power of your Creator. So that belief itself gives you a lot of comfort, and it would help you to get through your problem and have peace of mind, and ultimately you would have happiness in your life. So I hope you will find this reminder beneficial, and please subscribe and also share this with your friends and followers. Thank you so much.